Hi everybody, thank you for checking out my review for this Ddauto Android DVD player. I actually purchased a flip-down monitor from Ddauto a couple weeks ago and have been super happy with it, but it doesn't work for my 1.5-year-old who's still in a rear-facing car seat, so he's facing the opposite direction, he can't see. So I bought this because it's Android and it has screen mirroring, so I can actually link it and run the flip-down monitor and this together so they're watching the same thing, which I thought was cool. So I decided to pick this little guy up and I'm super pleased with it. So I'm going to run you through everything here. So the first thing I want to do, this is what comes in the box. You have your mounts here, you have the AC power cord, you have the 12 volt, and this is part of the mounting as well. And then of course this is your tablet thing itself. So here on top is the DVD player. So you're going to slide that in. I'll show you how that works in a minute. These are the inputs and outputs on the side. So you got an micro SD card, you got an HDMI, USB, and then a headphone out, and here is the power cable. So you can see it is a little bit heavy, I think just because it's running a DVD player too, but it runs really nice, and the mounts that come with it are super strong, plenty strong to support its weight without wiggling, which is awesome. I'll show you how to mount all of that too. But let's go ahead and run through this real fast. Kind of hard with the glare, so I'm going to hold this power button down here. So mine comes up with a Ford, because that's what I'm going to be mounting it in, and I'll show you real fast how to actually change that. You can change the boot logo, and it also changes the background. So this is going to boot up here in just a minute. I'll run you through the screen mirroring process too, because it's a little bit complicated if you don't know how to do it to get set up. But once it's set up, it runs really easily. So it should be booted up here. It only takes about 30 seconds to boot. There we go. All right. So this is the menu. Obviously, you can read those. That's all. This is all the same. So let me run you through the setup real fast here. We're going to go to setup. I'm going to Wi-Fi, see if it's still connected. All right, so it's still connected to mine. This is where you would just connect in, enter your password, and just like anything else, you always set it up. So you can run the internet over here. Do a quick demo of that. Let's go, yeah, you know what? I think I already searched YouTube. Let's go ahead and go YouTube. It runs really smooth. It opens and closes applications nicely. I guess I can show you streaming. Let's see if I can find something HD here real fast. Maybe I don't have my HD on. Where are we? All right, well, whatever. You can see that it's that it's streaming from the internet. So I'll just click. I have no idea what that is, but so right here, this is the audio. I'm going to pause that so you can hear me. So this right here is the speaker volume. You can increase or decrease by sliding, full screen, and then this right here is the home button. So we're going to hit this to go back. So now we're back to the home menu. So that's the internet. Video is any of your local files, either through USB or through the SD card. It comes preloaded with some 19-second one that you can see just to see the quality. Sorry about the glare, it's impossible not to get one, but you can see it is a really, really clear screen. I mean, it's an awesome screen. All right. Applications, this is your app drawer, so everything you download here. I'm going to download Netflix, and I'm also going to download Kodi onto this thing too. That's the plan. Your FM transmitter, I'll show you that in the car. I'll show you that functioning. But basically, you just click on it. You click this button to turn it on, and then you can tell it what. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's it. And then you can tell it what to transmit at. So I haven't played with that. Let me figure that out, and I'll show you in the car when we get it connected. All right. Picture, same thing. So let's go ahead and go to setup. I'm going to show you how to change your logo here really fast. So you're going to go wireless. We already connected in. Device. Oh, it's display. App background. Here, let me get it. Oh, that's just the oops. That's just the actual app background. Where was it? Let me see if I can remember it. Could be, yeah, there it is. All right, so it's about device down here at the bottom. Let me show you that. About device. Then you're going to do exchange boot logo. It's going to ask you for the password. It's just a bunch of zeros. 4, 5, 6. It's either 6 or 7 zeros, so it's 6 zeros. All right, so then you can exchange your logo for any of them. I think they have every brand they have to, or close to it. I was hoping they had a Studebaker because I used to have a Studebaker and still makes me happy to see that logo. But any of the newer models. Here's the back button, so we're going to go ahead and hit that. So that's how you exchange the boot logo. All right, so the next thing I guess would be to show you how to connect your SmartLink. So let's go ahead and do that. First thing you're going to do is you're going to open your phone. You're going to turn off your own, let me exit this. All right, you're going to turn off your own Wi-Fi. Now you're going to hit that little button right there at the top. And you're going to go to settings. You're going to scroll all the way down to about phone. You're going to go to the build number and you're going to tap it until it turns developer on. 3, 2, 1. Now it says developer mode was turned on. Did you see that? Happened real quick, but you just do that. Developer options. You're going to make sure it's on and you're going to hit USB debugging. You're going to push OK. So once that's done, now you're going to go back up to your settings. You're going to go to more networks. You're going to create a mobile hotspot. So we're going to turn this on. And then you're going to pair this with your mobile hotspot for the phone. So I'm going to go setup. Then we're going to go to back up to the top Wi-Fi. We're going to connect into this phone. Let me put in the password real fast and I'll be right back with you. All right, so the password's actually on your phone. It shows you the password from your mobile hotspot. So now that that's connected, what you're going to do is go to your SmartLink. Now what you need to have is your USB charging cable. So it's going to say connect to the phone. It's giving you all of this. You only have to use this cable the first time, okay? So you're going to plug this in to the USB spot right here on the back. You're going to plug this in. I'm going to exit because it's not going to find it. You're going to plug this in to your phone. Now it's going to ask you, do you want to allow USB debugging? You're going to hit always and, oh, if I can get this phone to work, always and then OK. All right. The other thing that you see the gallery stops. So what that is you're going to have to choose its USB charging. You click on that and then you can do file transfer and that will actually allow it to sync your files with the gallery here. So that's why that was stopping, because your phone settings prevented that. All right, so now we're going to go back. I'm going to go back into SmartLink. I'm going to hit Android. Now it's going to find everything. So now it's saying that it's looking, it's wanting to make sure that it's connected. It's connected, then it checks to make sure that the cable is connected for the first time. We've enabled USB debugging on this side, on the phone. So now what it's installing is a service. It's a MOB interconnection service. So it has to install that onto your phone in order for this to work. So this will take a couple minutes, but as soon as it is done, I'll be right back with you because it's going to just continue on with the connection after it's done. So I'll be right back in just a sec. Well, never mind, I guess it's done. All right, so it failed. I'm going to retry it and make sure that we have everything still set on here. I want to make sure that we have USB debugging on here. USB debugging's on. So let's go ahead and see if it connects this time. So I'll be back with you when it's finished connecting. All right, so now it's initialized. One thing that I did not realize is that you actually, when it's connected in through USB, you do have to have, let me show you here if we can focus, you do have to have it set to file transfer. So you click on this, if it's on charging, it won't work because it is trying to transfer the files from that to this. So you have to have it on file transfer to allow for that data to transfer. So now we can unplug this, push OK. So then to connect from this point on, all you have to do is have your mobile hotspot on. You're just going to hit OK, and it's connecting. So that's it. So you can see everything's unplugged. So that's all you have to do is plug it in the first time that you're doing it. And here we are. So it's going to tell you up top that you have the Easy Connect service installed. That's this one here. This is what else I think is pretty cool. You can actually control, they are reverse compatible. So you can control this with that or this with that. So let's go, I'm going to go back to, there you go. So you can see that it scrolls through and everything works nice. It's just an easy connection. Let me pull up YouTube. I'll be right back so you can see that. All right, so YouTube is loading. It does take your orientation too. So see how so it'll switch from vertical this way. It's pretty cool. I mean, this is pretty neat screen mirroring. You can see it works really easy and it works really quickly. Once you get it set up, once you get it set up, everything works awesome. So a couple of things just to remember, make sure that your Wi-Fi is turned off so you can turn, because it won't let you turn a Wi-Fi hotspot on to connect to this if your Wi-Fi is turned on or if it's connected to something. So you might have to turn that off. So you can see when I connect to this, the Wi-Fi hotspot is going to end, and it's going to go ahead and end that connection. The other thing is make sure that it's in file transfer mode, otherwise it won't be able to. So there it goes, it ended the connection. Otherwise, it won't be able to transfer the file. That's what I was trying. Well, that was hard to say. All right, but it won't be able to transfer the file. So make sure that your phone is set in file transfer, and you can see it's actually a really easy connection. Once you've done it once, you no longer have to do it with this. You just have to make sure that the tablet is connected to the phone's Wi-Fi hotspot, and all the new phones can do that. So that's the Connect there. I'm trying to think, let me run through. I don't think there's anything else I really need to show you. I'll show you the FM transmitter out there. We have Chrome, Gallery, just like anything else, YouTube. It runs just a normal Android operating system. Actually, I'm curious as to what Android it does operate. So I'm going to just see real fast. Oh, it's Android 6.0. Awesome. So it's a new Android system as well. And then I showed you the boot logo. Oh, you know what I did? What I realized I didn't show you? The user manual, in case you don't want to come back to this video all the time. So go to Applications. The user manual is right there. So it's actually a manual that's built into the computer software. It's just a PDF. So nice and easy. All right. So next thing, let's go ahead and show you how to get this installed. All right. So it's going to come with these things. And they're going to be separated. So I just put them together for ease of use so that I can find the right ones. You can see right here on the side it has 11.2, so you find the other side, the 11.2, and there's two of those to make sure that you get the right size. But basically all you're going to do is you're going to clip this around. I'll show you in the car, I just want to show you here too because it might be a little easier to see. But you're going to clip this around your headrest like that on both sides. Then you're going to slide this little metal bar through, and you're going to do that again on both sides. And these aren't the same. You obviously want to make sure this one and this one is the right one, depending on the diameter of that. Then the next thing that you're going to do is you're just going to slide these things in here. So this slides in that way. This slides in that way. So at this point, you're going to have it connected to the headrest like this. And the last thing that you're going to do is slide this piece in like so. Once you get it adjusted to the position you want, you can lock this thing in place so now it doesn't move. When you first get it, it'll be kind of like this, but this piece will be like folded over. I think it was like that, so you can't really unlock it. So you have to push it down. It is a little stiff, which is good because if you try to watch a movie on a wiggly screen, it's terrible. But just know it's a little stiff. So from that point, you can adjust it out like this. There you go. All right, then you're going to slide this piece right in the back. So it's just gonna slide up like this. This is the lock and unlock button right here, so you can just slide it up to whatever level you want. Okay, and then obviously you adjust the tilt like that. So that's the whole mounting, but I'm gonna go ahead and mount it in the car. So I'll take you guys out there so we can actually show you the whole thing through. I'm not gonna show you how to plug this in because really it doesn't matter, you know how. Just plug it into the side right here and plug it into a cigarette lighter. So that's that. This one also functions as a stand if you want to have it outside of the car. It actually is a pretty sturdy stand. So I'm going to do two things. I'm going to take you out to the car, I'm going to show you how to install it, and then I'm going to run you through a sample DVD to show you how the DVD player works and the FM transmitter. So I'll be right back with you. All right, so the first thing that you're going to have to do perhaps is push on the button and lift your headrest up. So I have it up high enough, I believe, right there. So the next thing you're going to do is to find the right clips, these little guys here. Mine's the 12.9. So you're going to clip those on like that. You want the tightest fit that you can get. Now you're going to slide this piece right here. You're going to slide the other piece just in this way. Now you can make sure that this is disconnected here. So I'm going to unlock and I'm going to slide. Oops, yeah, is that unlocked? Yeah, I'm going to slide that out. So now all I have to do is attach these pins just like that into the holes on the sides. I'm going to do that side, and then you just push them in. So you can push them in really tight. You want to make sure that they're snug on this side here. Hopefully you can still see that. You want to make sure they're snug on that side. And then you can adjust this to fit in the middle and push everything together nice and tight. So there we go. Perfect. All right, so now that's really nice and tight. So the next thing that you're going to do, you can either do it this direction where you clip this side in first. Remember, you have to flip the switch on top to lock. And then you can slide this piece down over the top of it, like so. Oh, lifting up on that button on the back that I showed you. And so that's it. Now you can adjust the height to make sure the angle's where you want it. And another little tip is unlock this piece and slide it back as tight as you can to the headrest. Because the further out this direction it is, the more wobbly this will get because it's more weight. So it's a very, very secure mount, which I really like. So let's go ahead and just take you on this. So you can see that there. Sorry. So you can see that's a really having a hard time focusing. So, all right, so there we go. It's all installed. You can see it takes all of about 20 seconds to do. When it takes a little bit longer when I'm explaining it, but I'm really, really happy with it. So I'm going to go ahead now. The last thing I have to do is to show you the FM modulator and the DVD player. So I'm going to do those both at the same time, and I'll be right back with you. All right, so we are ready to check out this FM transmitter. You can see that my radio there is tuned to 107.9. So let's go ahead and get this working. So application, FM emitter. You're going to push this button to turn it on. Then you're going to tune it. Oops. There it goes. 107.9. Then you're going to hit this button again. And then it's working. Alright, so one thing I do have to say is you do have to have this power cord turned in or plugged in because this is the antenna for the FM transmitter. Alright, so you can hear that the static went away. It's a pretty good transmitter actually. There's no static now. So let's go ahead and go to disk. We're going to turn on the DVD player and we're going to give that a shot. Yeah, so that was the only thing is I was trying to figure out why it wouldn't work, and I actually contacted the company and they said this is this plug is the antenna for it. So there you go. All right, so you're going to hit open. If it's not already open, you're going to load it. It loads this way. I don't think I hit it. And hit that button there to close it. So this is the load/unload button. So we're going to go ahead and let that thing load here for a second. While that's loading, I just want to show you again, this is the mounting. Oh, it looks like it's already loading. And I was testing it earlier, and it saved my spot. So I took the DVD out, put it back in, and it went right back to it. That's awesome. That's really cool, actually. So that you don't have to try to find your spot again on a DVD. So these are all the controls down here. Let me turn the volume. I'm going to turn the volume down so I can actually hear myself think. Oh, well, apparently it doesn't work on that because it's running. Oh, that's the volume. Sorry, that's the volume when you're not running through the FM transmitter. This button here, this turns on for menus. Let me see if I can bring us to the menu. So you can scroll over here. Let's go menu. So some DVDs are some, especially the newer ones, can accept touchscreen. Others cannot. So if it cannot, that's when you're going to use this button right here and bring up your arrow key. So it's loading. The sound is really nice. I do have to say there are a little bit of crackles, and I think that's more a function of the fact that I did not choose a good radio station. So when you're using an FM transmitter, find a radio station that has static on both sides of it, and then you won't get as much interference. So that's the play button. So you can see the play button doesn't work just because the disc won't accept it, but you can do this, and this one works just great. So let's go ahead and hit OK, and we'll play. You can touch that, and it'll go away. Sorry, the glare is terrible, but that's just how it is in here. This is awesome. I mean, the glare in real life, it's clear and easy to see, super easy to see, but on my camera, it looks like there's a big reflection. But anyway, this is an excellent little DVD player. I'm super impressed with it. I love the mounting. I love how secure it is. I love how easy it is. Everything works nice and smoothly. I mean, the DVD player runs great. You can plug whatever you want into the side. It can run straight MP4 USBs or the SDs as well. It's easy. It literally couldn't be easier. Just plug and play to get this thing to work. Plus, it runs a full Android system. I love the screen mirroring as well. I showed you that. So really, this is an awesome screen. I think you guys are going to be really happy with this thing. So I'm going to go ahead and give it 5 stars.